Hello, good morning. I'm thankful for you joining me on my YouTube channel today. And so this is Connie Skaggs, and I'm from Ladson, South Carolina. I'm an independent advisor for Creative Memories and the Creative Memories products. And so I wanted to talk today a little bit about how to cut some papers because some people have said, oh, I feel like I'm wasting paper or I don't know how to make the cuts. And a lot of people are using the new 4x4 sizes that you can pick, especially from Instagram pictures or something like that. And so sometimes you want those mats on your page and you feel like that's like a waste of paper, but it's really not. And so I'm going to show that, but I'm also going to show how to do a 2-page spread for an 8x8 album out of one sheet of 12x12 designer paper. And so hopefully this will give you a little bit of spark of interest because I'm hoping to do a class on how to take 6 12x12 papers and do it for a 12-page layout for a, kind of make your own fast fab album, so to speak, or, of an 8x8. We do carry 8x8s during the year. Now we've got 4 main colors that will be offered year round. We've always been able to have the pages, and now we have actually slide-in pages. We also have paper albums, whether are 8x8, and they have some new ones out for those. And I should have had those out to show you. But like this is the party time, and then like we got Leave Not Behind and another Wonderlist, which is like travel album. So they've got little. This is just a really quick little album that you can make for someone. Do a small class, especially busy moms or somebody wants to, excuse me, record your little vacation. You've got these little tape chips and things. Excuse me. And you also have got the little paper album that's already kind of decorated inside. You just put a few in there. What a great brag book or something for a grandma or a nice little gift. And so sometimes you just like to have something nice like that, really quick, that you can put together. And especially now you're thinking about Christmas presents and things special for your, grandmas and, moms and dads or things like that. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I don't want to stop the video. I want to just keep going. So I'm going to change my camera view so that you'll be able to see what's on my table. And then I'll go ahead and discuss, the cutting. Okay, so I've put a 12x12. This is just a sample sheet here. And so now you've got 4x4 photos and you want to mount them on a page, on a 12x12 page. And so just trying to cut those out sometimes, on cardstock, you think I'm going to waste paper. Well, if you cut a 3-inch strip off, this works well in our, for our punch, to be able to punch some borders. And you can punch 2 borders from that size. So whether you wanted to punch the border first before you actually, trimmed off the paper or whatever, that's one way of doing it. And then what you've got left is you've got 9 inches usually left. And so if you cut that in half at 4.5, and then turn your paper and cut it again at 4.5, you can have 4 mats that are 4.5. And then you have 2 pieces down here that are 3 by 4.5. And you can use them for a journal box. You can use them for a small photo. Maybe you want to make a title on your page, or you want to add some extra stickers or something to make an embellishment little box. But these are always good to use on that. So let me show you how you would cut those, just so that you would see. Seems like cutting is my thing. I love to show people how to cut and save paper. Now our trimmer is excellent, and I have got a piece of this new tangerine cardstock, and boy do we love it. So our first cut is the 3 inches, or I would have punched two punches down, and I should have done that with our leaves because that would have been perfect. And I could have showed you even how that works. No, we've got, let's just do that. We've got the autumn leaf border punch, and this is a standalone punch. So I think I'll just do that first. Get map here that I can punch on. And so this is one where you started at the little line here and on either side, and you move it down. And this is the light blue, and that's what you match up. So I'm going to try to do that. And so let's see. So I'll start at this side. I have to turn it another way because that's the way that I can turn it best. And so then I just punched. And then I just match it up down here. So let's just put two of these punched there quick. You know, this is what you would use like on a 12 by 12 page. And so there's this, and then let's punch another one. Trash there. You don't want all that stuck underneath. So our standalone punches are great for additions to a page. And if you wanted to just punch a few extra colors, you could actually pop them on top. So there's two, and we should have about 9 inches left here. And so we will measure that and check it out, be sure. And you can see right down here, we're right at the 9 inch. Now this is just very, very rough. And so I just want to barely trim that. See how ever so tiny that is? It just straightens that up. And so you can see that we got 9 inches. So if I do this at 4.5, you're going to have another 4.5 inch strip. So we've got two 4.5 inch strips. So if I turn and see now, I want to turn it long ways because I want to make it as a 4.5 inch. And see, and you've got all these measurements here. You can see 4 and you're down at 1/2. So we've got the 4.5, another 4.5. Just bring that forward. And then you've got this little piece here that's 3 by 4.5. So there's two mats, you know, that would work perfect on your pictures. And if you only needed 2, that was fine. But you know, a lot of people, you put 4 by 4 pictures on a page, and it really works out great. Just let's do this aside for a minute because this is a piece of paper I'm going to be working with shortly. But I'm just going to show you this. This is from our Golden Harvest designer pack. Beautiful, beautiful paper, both sides. But let's say that we've got 4 pictures that we want to put here. And they are 4 by 4s. Okay, don't maybe have enough room. If we went off to the side, we'd have room for a journal box. But we definitely kind of have room for our border. Some little scragglies on there. Maybe you just want one there. Maybe do this off center. And we'll do this then. And normally I would trim these little pieces off, you know. And that makes a pretty page right there. So something is so very simple, you know, and so, and what do I have? I've got 2 little pieces here left, which is good for punches or whatever, or journal on another page, you know, and there would be a way if you didn't use these on this page that, you know, if you wanted to angle these different modes and then pop this one up maybe in the center, you know, might cover a little bit of a picture. But you know, usually you've got extra places that's not covering somebody's face. So I wanted to show you how to do that. So that is if you need mats for 4 by 4 pictures. And so those were all cut 4.5 by 4.5. And so that gives a good edging around the picture. And so now I'm going to pick those aside. But let's say that you're working on an 8x8 album and you feel like, oh, if I cut down this paper, I'm just going to have all this left or something. And you're going to work on these 2 pages and you want to decorate them. Okay. So I have designed some different ways to do this. And actually, I'm wanting to teach a class and I've done my drawings out showing how to take 6 sheets and all of them are numbered and different ways to do that. But I'm going to do this, what would be for this page 2 and 3 here by using this. So the first thing I would do would be to cut a 4-inch strip. Which it leaves me an 8-inch. But I don't want to do one 8-inch by 8-inch. So I want to cut this in half. So I want to cut it at 6 inches. So I have to pull out my little arm here, take it over to where it's going to just kiss the line, so to speak, at the 6. And this makes 2 pieces that are 6-inch by 8-inch. Okay, I'm just going to lay them aside for a moment. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take off a 4-inch square off of this. This will maybe be extra that we use. Now this piece here, which is 4 inches by 8 inches, I want to cut it 2 inches each. So I want to do a 2-inch by 8-inch strip. And so I've got 2 of these. Okay. Slide that aside. Let's pull our pages over. And I think, oh my gosh, I'm just going to put this all together. Well, let's say that we put this one here on this side, this one here on this side. Let's say we can reverse this paper and put it right there against it. And of course, our pages always have this allowable allowance. And then we've got this piece here. I didn't glue anything down, but there is your pages. This is 2 pages that are done out of 1 sheet of paper. We have this one, so that could be over and be a mat for a smaller picture. We might want to cut it in half to use it as a journal box. What if we just had a couple of 4x4 photos and we wanted to use one of these mats that we just cut? Please just know that this is, if it was attached, it'd be right where it needs to be. And then we have these 2 smaller pieces that we might want to, let's move this one around a little bit. You know, these could be even cut in half again. So you just might need a little small journal box or something there. So you could put a couple of pictures there. You could even put smaller pictures there. These don't even have to be this size. It could be a smaller size, you know. So maybe you want to do a larger picture here. But do 2 smaller ones here. Maybe you want these to go this way. And you just put 2 smaller ones there. So there's a lot of ways you can do it. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how you can take 1 piece of paper. You cut a 4-inch strip off. You cut this little 4-inch box off because you could use it in another spot. It could be here, you know. And then you cut those 2 by 8. And they flip them to the reversible size because that's the one thing about our designer paper. We have such designer paper that it makes so much difference. Now, say that we don't want the real flowery, and we'd rather go this way. And we change this side to our little accent piece. Or you doing like that? You got 2 reversals, you know. Let's say that we do this. So there's a couple different ways, as you can see, the way that we would make this work. And so this is just 1 page, but I'm hoping to do a class and I'm hoping to record it, and I hope to show it on my YouTube channel. But I know I'm looking forward to that. So this is an option for a different kind of class. But if you are interested in an 8x8 class, please comment to me. Let me know. I can do them virtually. And that would be a great way to enjoy some of our products. So like I say, we have, this was an 8x8 white pages that I was using. It comes with page protectors already. And so just letting you know. And right now we've got a special on some, actually we've got two albums that are exclusive up through October. I want to say, like, I can't remember the date on those. I'll have to look those up and put them in the comments. But the 8x8s are, we have 4 colors, like I said, that are available now all the time on our standard. And that is our ruby red, our cobalt blue, our ebony black, and our chocolate brown. Those are all the time. Plus they have 2 right now that are out of a caramel with, it's got some foil pine cones on it. Then we got one that is in a teal, Tuscan teal, green and greenish look, and it's got foiled leaves all over it. So just so you know that there are options that they have, and so just wanted to let you know. But if you're interested even in our autumn leaves punch, go to my website. If you're interested in 8x8 pages, 8x8 or harvest gold, the golden harvest, I'm sorry, paper, you know, our 8x8 pages. These make great Christmas gifts. They also make great, say, I don't know, a lot of people don't have a coffee table, but say they have, you know, an album that you want to just put out at Christmas time. Say that you've got kids and you've got school pictures you want to put in, or you've got Halloween coming up and you've got Halloween pictures from before, but you didn't really make an album for those. But say that, what if you wanted to do a couple pages in a fall collection, but you just wanted to have a picture of your kids where they've dressed up or whatever. Maybe they should have a fall festival or a harvest party of some sort. And you could put 2 pictures in those every year, or however many children you have, and you just add that to that album each year. How cool would that be? And you just have it out in the fall, and that becomes, and then each year you add another picture to it or whatever. It doesn't have to be something that you do all at once. Maybe you just want to save 2 or 3 memories for that year and put them in. There's so many harvest parties and fall festivals and things that we get to do. And I know as moms and things, we take pictures all the time, and this becomes our shoebox that collects all of our pictures. And so we want to take some things off of that, but maybe we don't want to take them all off. Maybe we only need to take 4 or 5 off and print them real quick. We can print them at home on our printers, whether you run them. You can put the CVS app or Walgreens app, but Creative Memories also does photo processing also, and they do a wet base with a they are the really good finish on them. They are they're not a glossy finish, they're a matte finish, but those are proven to be they last longer as far as pictures go in paper form. So just letting you know, those things are available. So if you would please like and comment on my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and my website is on there. But like I said, I am Connie Skaggs with Creative Memories as an independent advisor, and this is my information. And so hopefully you'll be able to enjoy, my video today and learn a few tricks on how to use these trimmers, how to cut paper and save your paper. I appreciate it very much. Reach out to me if you need anything. And again, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.